Good evening. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the world premiere of the new film by Peter Farrelly, The Greatest Beer Run Ever. Thank you so much for coming. My name's Cameron Bailey. I'm the CEO here at TIFF. I'm so glad to see all of you here. We're just thrilled to see full houses and everyone watching movies and reacting together. It's been a long time since we've been able to do it at this scale, so welcome. Thank you for being here. I want to also thank some of the people, the partners that make what we do at TIFF possible, beginning with our lead and major sponsors, Bell, RBC, Bulgari, and Visa, for their continued support. Thanks also to our major public supporters, the Government of Canada, the Government of Ontario, Telephone Canada, yes, big up Canada. Government of Ontario, Telephone Canada, and the City of Toronto. And a reminder, this film is eligible for our People's Choice Award. That's the one that you vote for, so don't forget to vote. You go online to tiff.net/vote. Big thanks also to Apple TV Plus for providing us with this film. And a welcome and hello and thank you to Blake's, the sponsor of tonight's screening. And Blake's has been a supporter since 2006. Thank you for that as well. Almost nothing has lasted since 2006, so thank you. And a warm welcome to all of the guests of Blake's here tonight. 4 years ago, actually to the day, the Tuesday of the festival in 2018, we premiered a film at our festival in this very theater called Green Book. It won our People's Choice Award. It was discovered and embraced by the Toronto audience, and of course it went on way past the People's Choice Award here to win the Oscar for Best Picture that next year, in addition to 2 other Academy Awards as well. Terrific triumph for the film and for the director, Peter Farrelly. Many people would have known him originally for movies like Dumb and Dumber, and There's Something About Mary. Somehow they didn't win Oscars, I don't know why. Also Me, Myself, and Irene. But Green Book was the film that I think really elevated Peter and his career and his films to a new level and showed, I think, something that was always there, which is the heart and the emotion, and that's what attracted us to The Greatest Beer Run Ever as well. It's inspired by a true story, an unlikely story, but as you see it play out, it feels like a story that is one that we also need today, although it's set decades ago, and it's got a terrific actor at its heart. The star, Zac Efron, is just wonderful in the film. And some pretty amazing co-stars as well. Peter's come to introduce the film to you tonight. Please join me in welcoming the director of The Greatest Beer Run Ever, Peter Farrelly.
Thank you so much. I am thrilled to be here. First of all, I want to thank Cameron Bailey and the Toronto Film Festival for having us here. This is the best film festival in the world with by far the smartest audience and the most Toronto Blue Jays fans anywhere. How about Bo Bichette, by the way? Is he ridiculous? He is on a tear. I couldn't be more honored to debut this movie here with you tonight. One more round for Cameron. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I also want to thank everybody at Apple Original Films, Zach Van Amberg, Jamie Ehrlich, Matt Dentler, and everyone at Skydance Media, David Ellison, Dana Goldberg, Don Granger, Amy Rivera, Jake Myers, the producer, Andrew Moscato, and Joanna Malloy, who started this whole thing, and the writers Pete Jones and Brian Curry. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I was compelled to make this movie because it's a true story about friendship forged under the most brutal of circumstances. It's also about a country divided and about how that country came together through truth and reconciliation. The United States today is as divided as we were back then in 1967, but if we shine a light on truth, we can meet in the middle again. I believe that. Recently, I was approached by the decorated Vietnam War veteran, Senator and former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. He asked me, he reached out and asked if I could show him this movie. I explained I couldn't because I was premiering it in Toronto in front of you people. And he said, don't be an asshole, it's just me. So I showed it to him. And this is what he said. He said, the greatest beer run ever can serve as a reminder that even in times of great division and conflict, hopefully we can find common ground, but if not, at least we can find our common humanity. Learning that lesson hopefully does not demand that we travel thousands of miles from home as Chicky had to, but that we find that spirit right here at home again. So before we get things rolling, I'd like to introduce you to some of my talented cast, and there are a lot of them. Everybody wants to come to this film festival, and a lot of them flew themselves up here and put themselves up, so I have to introduce them. Start with Kyle Allen, Jake Picking, Ruby Circus, Archie Renault, Kevin Tran, Will Ropp, Deanna Russo, Chris Reed Brown, Kristen Carey, Tim Hoffman, Mike Gray, Matt Cook, Joe Adler, Alex Wynn, Steve Sweeney, Sean Gilday, Mike Hatton, Tuck Gessner, Finn Gessner, Terry Mullaney Jr., Bob Farrelly, Tommy Jordan, and finally, the great Zac Efron. There you go. Okay. Thank you all. Please enjoy the movie.
Thank you so much, guys. Well done.